Hello everyone, this is Suraj Chaudhary and today I am here to represent a topic of biology subject and the topic name is life process. So now I am going to start the chapter that is class 10th biology of CBSE board. So my dear students, today we are here to discuss about the topic that name is life process. So first of all we should know about the living organism. So I will write here life process. If I will write here life process, okay? Then the processes. What is this life process? So you have to know about the life process. So before we will discuss about the process, we should know about the life. Life is nothing. Life means only living. What? Life means only living. So whenever we are talking about life process, that means we have to only discuss about living organism. We have to discuss about living organism. Now we can say that the process which are performed by living organism for their survival is known as life process. So before we will discuss about life process, we should know about the living and non-living. We should know about some difference about living and non-living. How you can say that something is alive or dead. So there are some criteria by which we can differentiate between living and non-living. Suppose for example, when you are looking at your surrounding, suppose at your home, you can look chair, bulb, table, etc. At your home you can see different type of substances, different type of object, that is chair, bulb, table, etc. So tell me what they are living or non-living. So you will say that, sir, they are non-living. They are non-living. Now the question is, what are the criteria by which we can say that something is living? Something is living. So there is some steps by which you can say that something is living. Number one is movement. In living there is movement occur. But if you will say that movement is the defining characteristics of any object, of any substance, so it is wrong. Because if we will talk about fan, so when you will put the switch on, the fan will start moving. So it is the not defining characteristics of living organism. Okay. So next one is respiration. Next is respiration. Yes, it is the defining characteristics of living organism, because respiration will not perform by the non-living things. Then next one is sensitivity. It is also defining characteristics of living organism. Why? Because what is sensitivity? Suppose I am speaking something and you are listening something and you are responding on my word. Suppose you are learning, you are reading in your home. That time your mother called to you. So what you did, you respond on his voice. So what is that? Is sensitivity. Then you can say that growth. Can you tell me, growth is the defining characteristics of living or not? Yes, it is a defining characteristics of living organism. Then reproduction, but it is not defining characteristics of living organism, because in living organism there are some organisms which cannot reproduce their young ones, like mule, like transgender, like worker honeybee. So they cannot, worker honeybee, not drone honeybee. So they cannot reproduce their young ones. So, and worker also, when they will eat royal jelly, that time they can reproduce their young ones. So reproduction is also not defining characteristics of living organism, but these are the characteristics by which we can say that something is living or not living. Okay. Then nutrition is also movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, nutrition. Then circulation, metabolic activity, metabolic activity. These are the some criteria, these are the some features by which you can say something is living or non-living. So now we can start the process, life process. Now we can start the topic life process. So what is life process? Life process means the processes, but these are not essential. All the processes, all the features are not essential for the survival of living organism. Okay, there are only few essential process. If the living organism will not perform the essential process, that means either he cannot survive on this earth, he cannot survive, yeah, he cannot stay alive. So there are some specific feature, there are some specific processes which are performed by living organism, which are essential for the living organism, and the process number one is nutrition. And the process number one is nutrition. If any living organism will not perform nutrition, so he cannot survive, he will die. So number one is, first of all, we have to define the life process. The processes or activities which are essential for survival of any living organism is called a life process. So what are the essential process, essential activities, essential process? Number one is respiration. Number one, nutrition. Second one is respiration. Then circulation, transportation, you can circulation say, no problem, transportation, then excretion. These are the essential process for living organism. If they will not perform any process from these four, they will they will die, they cannot survive, they will not stay alive, they will die completely, they will die. Suppose if you are not taking nutrition, then what will happen? One day you will die. Suppose you are unable to respire, definitely you will die. Suppose in your body there is no transportation, means there is no circulation of blood, totally finished, khatam. Excretion in your body, if there is no excretion occur, that means toxic substances will become inside your body and you will become finished, dead. So now we will discuss about first point, that is nutrition. So you should know about the definition of nutrition. There are 2 topics which are related to each other. Number one is nutrition and second one is nutrition. Number one is nutrition and second one is nutrient. So sir, what is nutrition and what is nutrients? Nutrition means the process of deriving and utilizing of food particle is called nutrition. The process of deriving and utilizing of food particles are called nutrition. In simple word, you can say that to obtaining and utilizing of food particle is called nutrition. So now one question will come in your mind, why it is necessary to derive and utilize the food particles? What you are doing when you are going to eat? First of all, you are deriving, you are obtaining the food particles from any source. After that, when you are eating, the food will go inside your body and your body will utilize the food particles to get energy. To get energy. Okay, so to obtaining and utilizing of food particles to get energy. Energy, if there is no energy in our body will not perform properly. So, and the nutrients, second point is nutrients. Now here I will write nutrient. What are nutrients? When you are eating these food particles, when you will eat these food particles, food components are called nutrients. Food components are called nutrients. Yeah. Otherwise, you can say that the substances which occur in the food particles are known as nutrients. Okay. There are different type of nutrients. Number one is carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, and mineral, roughage. Okay, so these are the nutrients and roughage is also essential, but it is you can say that it did not give us any type of energy, but it help in the removal of waste material from our body. Carbohydrate will give us energy, fat will also give us energy, protein will help in making our muscles strong, and vitamin and mineral, they will protect our body from disease, from deficiency disease. Okay, and roughage, it will help to removing of waste product. And other thing is also such as water is also very essential, but it is also not a nutrient, but it is also essential. It also help in the maintaining our body temperature, help in the digestion. Okay, help in the excretion. There are some functions in which water help in our body. So why we use nutrition, why we need to eat the food particles? Number one point is we should eat the food particles. Yeah, we need to eat the food particles to get for growth and development. If you will not eat the food particles, your body will not grow, because there is protein which will help in the growth and development of our body. Second, in repair. Okay? In repair, in our body there are so many cells which get die when we get injured from any surrounding, from any accident, when we got hurt on our skin. That time what happen, our cells become die. So for the repair of the damaged cell. And number third is to get energy. Because if there is no energy, our body cannot repair the damaged cell, our body will not grow, there will be no any growth and no any development will also occur. So now we are going to discuss about the mode of nutrition. You can say, you will observe in your area, in your surrounding, that different organisms are obtaining the food particles by different methods, such as when you are looking in your locality, there are cow, buffalo, dog, and different type of organism also are available in your surrounding. So they take the food particles by different mode. So there are two mode of nutrition. Number one is autotrophic. Second one is heterotrophic. So now we will discuss about autotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self. And trophic means nourishment. So what is autotrophic mode of nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organisms obtain their food, by themselves. They did not depend on any living organism for their nutrients for their food, for their nourishment. Example is photosynthesis. Example is photosynthesis. Example is chemosynthesis. Chemosynthesis. So now the question comes, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is also a process. Photosynthesis is also a process in which plants make their own food. Plants make their own food by the use of carbon dioxide. By the use of carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. They will make glucose plus oxygen. They will make glucose plus oxygen. Now you can balance this equation 6 by adding 6. So photosynthesis, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process in which, by which plants make their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, water, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. They will make their food, glucose, and they will release oxygen in the environment. Suppose this is plant. This is plant, this is sunlight, and there is water. Water will go upside into the leaf, and from the environment CO2 will go inside the leaf, and sunlight will also come into the leaf, and there is chlorophyll already occur. Chlorophyll already present on the surface. In the leaf, you can say they are available in the chloroplast. You can see that they occur in leaf. So they will make food particles. What are the examples of photosynthesis? All green plant. Algae also perform photosynthesis because they have chlorophyll. Then cyanobacteria is also the example of photosynthesis because it also performs photosynthesis. Blue-green algae is the other name of cyanobacteria. So there are some examples of photosynthesis organism. Now we are going to discuss about chemosynthesis. Chemosynthesis are those type of living organism who will make their food particles with the help of chemicals. What is the examples of chemosynthesis? Purple sulfur bacteria. Purple sulfur bacteria is the example of chemosynthesis. So I hope autotrophs. So now we are going to discuss about heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So what is heterotrophic mode of nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which living organisms depend on other organisms for their nourishment. So heterotrophs. Heterotrophic. Hetero means other, plus trophic means nourishment. The living organism will take their nutrients, their nourishment from other living organism. They will come under the category of heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and the organism will known as heterotrophs. And the mode of nutrition will known as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now there is three category of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Number one is holozoic. Second one is parasite. Third one is saprophyte. Saprophytes. Okay. So holozoic are those type of living organism in which the digestion will take place inside the body, and they will totally depend on other living organism. They will utilize the food particles from their environment. They will obtain their food particles from their environment, and they will eat the food particles, and the digestion will take place inside the body. So what are holozoic? Holozoic are those organisms who will obtain the food particles from their surrounding, and The digestion will take place inside the body of the living organism. So, holozoic also categorized into three groups: herbivorous, herbivores, carnivores, and third one is omnivore. I hope you all know about the herbivore, carnivore, omnivores. Herbivore are those organisms who will only feed on the plant product and plants. Okay, and the carnivore, those type of living organisms who will feed on flesh of other organisms. And omnivorous, the organism who will eat plant and flesh of दोनों, plant plus flesh. They will come in the category of omnivore. What are the example of herbivorous? Goat, rabbit, cow, buffalo, etc. What are the example of carnivorous? Lion, tiger, and different many wild animals are the example of carnivore. What are the example of omnivore? Best example, human being, because we also eat flesh and plant product. Other example, crow. Crow is the best example. Crow can eat insect, it can also eat grain, and you can say that the example is dog and cat. They are the example of omnivore. Now we will discuss about parasite. What are parasite? They are those type of living organism who will obtain their food from their host. Okay, suppose for example, if we will talk about myself, so suppose in my hair there are some leaves occur. Okay, in Hindi we will call leaves जुआ occur. Then what they will do? They will take their nutrients from our blood. So parasite, they will take their nutrients from their host, but they will not kill their host. Parasite are two types. Number one is ectoparasite. Number second is endoparasite. Ecto and endo. Ecto means outside of the body. And endo means inside the body. Ectoparasite are those type of living organisms who will obtain their food from their host, but they will only live on their body surface or on their body. But endoparasite are those type of parasite who will obtain their nutrients from their host, but they will utilize the food particles by living inside the host body. For example, a very common example is ascaris. What is ascaris? Common name of ascaris is roundworm. This ascaris most commonly occur in the children's stomach, and we will take the medicine that name is albendazole by putting in the at the night time. We can use the albendazole tablet, and when we will go in the morning for the fresh purpose, that time the ascaris will come outside from our body with the feces. So another one is saprophyte. They are those type of living organisms who will obtain their food from dead and decaying matter. Suppose in your home, two breads are kept anywhere in the moist place. After some day, they will start decaying. So you can observe that there are some white substances occur on the bread. So they are known as bread mold. It is a type of fungus. They will start growing and it will obtain their food from dead and decaying matter. Means saprophytes are those type of living organisms who will obtain their food from dead and decaying matter. Best example is fungus and some bacteria. Okay, so these I hope You will understand about the topic of autotrophic, heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And now we will discuss about autotrophic mode of nutrition, means photosynthesis, in next video. I hope this video is very helpful for you. And if you have any doubt, you can comment on my video. If you have any doubt related to life process of this introduction topic, you can ask any question to me. There is my WhatsApp number. You can contact to me. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.